Let's talk meat. Today, I want to have a conversation about something that every American, and quite frankly, every consumer around the world buys: meat. Now, I don't want to have an argument about any of this.
Pay attention. We need to talk about Walmart's fresh ground beef. It's labeled as beef and natural flavors, but what does that mean? Natural flavors can include hundreds to thousands of additives, all under the vague FDA-regulated term. These flavors may come from natural sources like fruits, vegetables, spices, or even meat, but they're often mixed with solvents, preservatives, and emulsifiers, all hidden from the label. And those giant beef tubes? They don't list any ingredients at all. Know what you're buying. Read those labels. Pay attention.
This is about asking whether today's food system is transparent enough for consumers. For years, we've been told, just trust the label. But many Americans are beginning to ask, should we? Now, as a food prepper, we buy meat in bulk when it's on sale as a loss leader only, and then we individually package it into our own packaging for consumption at home. And truly, when we buy our meat at the supermarket, it's already packaged. It's in packaged, frozen or not, packaged labels at the meat counter. We redistribute it, open them up, and put it into individual servings. We do it with chicken, we do it with pork, we do it with beef. But today's conversation that I want to have is about ground beef. We buy the ground beef, put it into packages individually so we have it for serving for dinner. But have you ever browned a pound of hamburger or half a hamburger or just a burger itself and wondered why your frying pan suddenly looks like a pot of soup? Maybe you've wondered why one brand seems to shrink dramatically while another brand doesn't. These questions don't automatically prove deception, but they are legitimate questions. Maybe you've noticed the package says one thing, but your experience says something else. Here's the dilemma. As consumers, we don't really know. We don't process the meat. We don't inspect the meat packaging. We don't perform laboratory testing. We don't know how that packaging arrived at our grocery store. Years ago, the neighborhood butcher often cut the meat right in front of you. Today, the person behind the meat counter often didn't even process it. They're stocking shelves, not manufacturing the product. Why people no longer simply trust. We have watched recalls. We've seen food fraud in stores. We've watched companies pay settlements and label changes. But ground beef, that's something that most consumers pay attention to. We've seen products shrink while prices have increased. Whether the meat, cereal, olive oil, or seafood, trust has become harder to earn. Why are so many complaints never made? Like many of you, I cook ground beef, add my spices, but here's what happens. I added no water to this. I just cooked it. And look at the amount of water that's in that ground beef. A tremendous amount of liquid comes out. You think something doesn't seem right. Now what? Who do you call? The grocery store? The USDA? Your state? Do you save the meat? Do you hire a laboratory? Do you spend hundreds of dollars trying to prove what might have happened to a $10 purchase? Most families can't. For many consumers, we feel powerless. The burden often feels backwards. Instead of companies proving complete transparencies, consumers feel expected to prove deception. For most Americans, what we do know, companies are required to follow labeling rules. We do know food fraud has occurred in different parts of the food industry. We do know recalls happen. We also know systems are caught. Every mistake or every violation immediately goes unnoticed and goes unreported. That's why transparency matters. Consumers shouldn't have to become detectives. Families shouldn't need lawyers to understand what's in their food. The burden shouldn't be on us to prove something's wrong. The burden should be on every company to prove everything is right. This isn't a video about a hamburger. It's about trust. It's about honesty. It's about transparency, because once trust disappears, consumers begin questioning everything. And maybe that's exactly where American is at today. I'm not telling you what to believe. I'm encouraging you to ask questions, read labels, compare products, notice differences, and most importantly, never stop being an informed consumer. Now, when we go to the store and we go to the counter and we see those items that are on sale, we pick them up, we look, we examine them. When you buy beef at the supermarket and it says sell before this date, that is a cautionary tale that this meat should not be sold after this date. What you don't know is often stores will slap a label over the top and says manager special, sell by. They're trying to get rid of it because it's either expiring that day or real soon. So they cannot open it and repackage it, but they can wrap it, slap labels on it, and still try to sell it. We often buy manager specials and we buy meat that's ready to expire because we repackage, individually freeze it, portion size, and off to our freezer we goes. What's concerning to many consumers, as well as myself, is the FDA are required to inspect our food products. But we also know the federal government has gutted most of those organizations. Most of those inspectors have been let go. And so now what happens is at inspectors' plants. In the next video, I'm going to talk about Tyson. That's the chicken company. Oy vey. It is required by the FDA that at a meat processing facility, there must be an inspector on duty sometime throughout that day to do sporadic inspections of the beef, which is what we're talking about today, the slaughtering process, the sanitation process, the handling process, the production process, and freezer to shipping process. There's an inspector from the FDA on duty sometime throughout that day. Sometime in that 14 hours, an inspector will show up and do sporadic inspections. Now I ask you, if I was at a restaurant cooking, would you want someone to inspect that kitchen all the time? Would you not want someone to inspect that that person behind the counter at that grill is actually qualified to cook your food? You've been to restaurants, you've tasted it sometimes, and you wonder, what the hell went on when they were making my food? No different than an inspector at a meat processing plant. Now, I'll tell you this. I've been to the counters at the grocery store and I've asked questions, and I've said to one girl at our local store, I saw her at the deli many times. And all of a sudden I saw her at the butcher counter and I said, oh, I didn't know you were a butcher. They got you working over here now, huh? And she says, I'm not a butcher. I'm being trained. So know this, most butchering doesn't take place in the supermarkets any longer. It all comes in mass bags. It all comes in bulk, and they wrap it, put it out for sale, tray it, put labels on it. They're supposed to weigh it properly, label it properly, and put it out on that counter. But when you've got a young lady who's working in the deli and now is a butcher, I ask you, it's time you question everything. Also know that I asked a butcher at the counter who I've spoken to about product when it comes in, and do they do most of the packaging here now, et cetera, et cetera. He stated, when we sell things like bulk roast, we have to cut that off certain parts of the cow. And we also are supposed to inspect it. I can't tell you how many times I've cut into a piece of meat and you see internal worms, and we have to cut that section out and throw it away. And then we also have to make sure the meat around it has not been infected. If it has, that whole roast must be discarded. Who makes that decision, I ask? He said, well, it's pretty much in the hands of the store. So if the store wants to make profit and they want you to buy their product, I'm telling you, you've got to become your own inspector. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to take meat up to the butcher counter and ask questions. Don't buy it if it's got excessive amount of leakage inside the package. It's been thawed, frozen, thawed again. That's why you see all that liquid. And perhaps the muscle of the meat is breaking down, which means it's old. If it's slimy in any way, don't buy it. If there's a tear in the package, don't buy it. So I ask you to become your own FDA inspector and inspect. If you're paying money, good hard-earned money for your beef, know what you're bringing home into your house. I know that most of you are aware changes have taken place everywhere, including the supermarket. But if you're being required to give your hard-earned money over to producers, you'd better require them to sell you a quality product. If not, don't shop there any longer. Go somewhere else. And in social media today, you let the world know, child. Don't you be shy. Now, you can't prove any of these things, of course. And if you report it yourself, traditionally you're reporting it at the store level. And what do? They'll give you a refund and tell you how sorry they are. And then that meat goes back to the butcher counter, and Lord knows what happens after that. I thank you for coming along. I want you to be more vigilant when you purchase your meats, because you too have seen an enormous amount of liquid in your skillet when you've cooked. It happens with beef, mostly ground. Also, what happens is with beef, manufacturers are not supposed to do it unless they inform the consumer, and it must be on the label. Well, I've stated this many times. Storytellers are only as good as the story. The story is only as good as the storyteller. You have to be your own judge, jury, and executor. Execute your knowledge for the conclusion that you're taking care of yourself and your family the best way you know how. But manufacturers have been reported of mixing up a sludge. And it is a sludge of phosphates, nitrates, a gluing agent much like a cornstarch, mixed together with beef fat, artificial coloring, put into processed ground beef that shows up at your supermarket. Can you collect everything and make sure that you've got the right one for you? No. But know that it happens. It's hard to prove it. It's supposed to be labeled. If it's not, buyer beware, and don't shop there again if that's the type of beef you're getting. Just be vigilant. Know that as a consumer and as a food prepper, you'll become more aware of what you're handling, what you're touching, what you're processing, and what you're feeding yourself and your family. So become an informed consumer. Stop giving these manufacturers your money when the manufacturer is not being monitored. I hope this video was informative. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button. Come along. Tell me your story. Leave it in the comments. Till next time, be kind. Ciao. No apologies. You do you, boo.